Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. Ghost and today we are going to be covering the Vampire. A ship that nobody talks about. Everybody's like, oh yeah, there are only two Commonwealth ships. The Perth and the Brisbane, which has just been added. So a lot of people just kind of forgot about the Vampire, literally. Like, nobody talks about it. Everybody just forgot about it. And yeah, it's tier 2, so it's like, not many people are gonna play it. But still, this thing's amazing. Nobody seems to remember how amazing this ship actually is. If you guys are not aware, HMAS Vampire was actually a real ship. And she served throughout both World War I and in World War II. I know. She was actually, before she became an Australian ship, she was a ship in the Royal Navy, the British Royal Navy. And after World War I, the British gave this ship to the Australians, and they renamed her to HMAS Vampire. So, yeah, like, this thing does have some pretty significant history. She may be a little tiny destroyer. We have a lot of those at tier 2. Lots of destroyers that we tend to forget about. But this is actually a really good gunboat destroyer. Like, y'all should know how I feel about gunboat destroyers by now. And I absolutely love them. And this thing is one of those DDs that if I need to get a tier 2 win in, I'm gonna take out for a spin. This thing is fun. I love it. I absolutely love this destroyer. It's just good fun, man. And sometimes, you know, it is fun to just hop into tier 2 lobby and just mess around. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. I very rarely play tier 2, like maybe once or twice a week, just to get my weekly Havocs done. Or not my weekly Havocs, but my premium supplies. And I ended up taking this thing out just an hour ago, and I got this game recorded for you guys. So yeah, it looks like those torpedoes are going to hit, but psych, they're actually not going to hit because, well, we're not allowed to hit torpedoes. That's a felony in the world of wargaming here, so no torpedo hits for us. And we're not going to get a single torpedo hit until the very end of the game. Wink, wink. But, yeah, notice we are in a carrier game, by the way. We do have some tier 3 carriers in here. I'm not too worried, so, you know, carrier can go suck one. But, no, we should be fine. We do have a Katori with us. Katori is just dying. But we load the AP, and hopefully we might be able to get some Citadels, but it's just not happening. But don't worry, the Ganget that is also with us takes out that cruiser, finally. And then now it's just me and this Vampire over here to fight it out. Our Katori did just go down. And now it's just me and this Vampire. So, Vampire is smoking up and running away, but you guys got to keep in mind he is also getting shot at by not just me, but also the Ganget that is with me as well. So that Vampire is in a, well, he's in a world of trouble here. I think he also had the same idea. He's like, yeah, man, the Vampire is great. I'm going to take this thing out for a spin. And that's exactly what it looks like he's doing as well. But he is not having a fun time. And yeah, Ganget gets another kill. And then, yeah, down he goes. So that is this side dealt with. That's all the people over here dealt with. We took out the Vampire. We took out the Friant, the French cruiser. And we lost a cruiser in return, but that's okay. And yeah, now we're going to be able to start sailing towards their base and begin to deal with things over there. So yeah. Notice our damage too. We've got 44 main battery hits, 3 fires with 14k. That's pretty funny. You got to keep in mind too that these are only 103mm guns. They're pretty small guns. We'll cover that later. I did a little segment for you guys reviewing the ship, so look out for that. Just a little review and going over the commander and stuff that I'm running. But you guys will see that at the end of the video. But yeah, this ship, man. I don't know what else to say. It's a gunboat. It's got really decent guns. They're really small guns, but they hit like 5-inch guns. Like, they hit like 5-inch guns. I don't know why. There are only 4-inch guns, but they hit like 120s. It's weird. It's weird. I like it. I do like it. So yeah, it's probably like the best gunboat at tier 4, other than, or tier 2, other than like actually, yeah, at tier 2, I think it's the best gunboat. There's obviously Clemson, but that's at tier 3, so it doesn't count. But at tier 2, I think the Vampire is like the best gunboat. This thing is fun. I mean, look at the damage we're doing to this St. Louis. That's 2,000 damage and a fire right there. And that's another, what, 2,000 damage and his gun's knocked out? We're just absolutely chewing this St. Louis up. St. Louis is not having fun. We're just aiming in his superstructure, absolutely ripping him apart. We're up to 25,000 damage with just our guns once again. And yeah, we're just eating this freaking St. Louis for breakfast right now. He's not having fun at all. Feels bad, man. But yeah, also St. Louis, really good cruiser at tier 2. Absolutely love that thing as well. There's a lot of St. Louis's. There's Milwaukee I also like, and Charleston. Some really fun steel clubbing ships. Lots of firepower on those cruisers. So I do got to be careful. That's why I am turning away, and I'm trying to wait for my smoke screen to come back online so I can pop that. Notice we do have smoke screens, by the way. It is like the British smoke screens, so they pop for about 10 seconds, and then they only last for about 40 seconds. So yeah, they are the classic British smoke screens. Now, if the Australians or the Commonwealth line would actually get a destroyer commander, these destroyers, if they had Smogathon, like if Vampire had Smogathon, that would be an absolute meme, like at tier 2. That'd be too much fun. Now notice how many fires we're setting right now. We've got 7 fires set. 7 fires set in a tier 2 destroyer. Like, what the hell is going on right now? Also, by the way, speaking of fires, 7% fire chance on my build. Just thought I'd let you guys know that. That's why I'm getting so many fires, FYI. But, yeah, no, I mean, just look what we're doing to this St. Louis. This is cyberbullying right here. And you gotta love it, don't you? You gotta love it. St. Louis, no HP, and, yeah, he's, like, on a sliver, my guy. Oh my gosh, how is he not dead? That should finish him right there, and nope, we hit his belt. The only little bit of belt armor he has, we hit it, 4 shatters, but, well, you ran out of luck, dude. And, well, that's our first kill of the game. That's our first kill. Yeah, 40,000 damage. 40,000 damage with just these guns, man. 103 millimeter, 4-inch guns. Like, bro, what else can I say? Now, the carrier is dropping torpedoes, but I'm just going to laugh in his face because look how bad that drop was. He did not lead that at all. Like, he didn't even try. I don't think he either understands how to lead or he is just severely... he doesn't understand how slow American torpedo bombers in general are for carriers at this tier. Even the Hosho, the ship that's actually dropping on me right now, the carrier... His torpedoes are also significantly slow, too. You got to do a lot of leading when you're dropping on destroyers and even some light cruisers. So, yeah, he is just not going to hit me. He's not going to hit me. Now, notice on the map where I'm heading, I'm shooting at the cruiser over here, the Kullberg. The Kullberg has, like, no armor, so every time I hit him should be, like, a penetration. And we're sailing towards the carrier, and now we're finally in range of the carrier. We got another fire, by the way, on that Kullberg, which is hilarious. And we're about to get another fire on this Hosho with the first salvo we shoot at him. There it is. We're up to 9 fires set. 50,000 damage with just the guns. Just the guns at tier 2. Tier 2 destroyer gunboat. Love it. And yeah, this frickin' Hosho is not having fun. Now, I just remembered, the only other tier 2 destroyer that might give the Vampire a run for its money in terms of firepower is the Smith. The Smith also has stupid freaking guns as well, but I don't think it has, like, as good as guns as the Vampire. Pardon my my occasional notification sounds you guys are hearing. I'm gonna real quick mute my phone. You might hear one later in the video, by the way, but that's okay. But yeah, anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yes, the Smith. The Smith has stupid high firing arcs, but the Vampire's shells have, like, lower firing arcs. The shell velocity on these 100mm guns is actually pretty good, surprisingly. So, yeah. Now, Hosho is about to die. Okay, we sent torpedoes earlier. They're going 50 knots, and they're about to slam right into him. And, well, yeah, that Hosho is dead. He is gone. Bye-bye. Back to port, good sir. We did 60k. We did 60k with just our guns. 60k with just our guns, and we did another 10,000 with those 3 torpedoes that impacted that carrier there. You gotta love it. Also, we shot down 3 planes. So yeah, what a fun game in the Vampire. 2 kills. We got a high caliber as well. 74,000 damage. I will take it, man. That's the Vampire. Yeah, you gotta love it. Nobody talks about this ship. Nobody talks about it. It's weird. Everybody's like, oh yeah, the Commonwealth. There's only 2 Commonwealth ships, the Perth and the Brisbane. And I'm like, no, dude, you guys forgot about the true OG, the Vampire. You guys got to remember, the Vampire is actually the very first Commonwealth ship. Literally. The Vampire is the very first Commonwealth ship. The Vampire released, like, I think in 2021, 2022 for a birthday event. I don't know if you guys remember the birthday port that they had, like the little, I don't know, the ship display port. But yeah, this is like the very first Commonwealth ship. And then right after that, they released the Perth in the Halloween event. So, yeah. Anywho, that is the end of the game. Our team actually did manage to pull that and win the game. It's funny that I'm having more fun at low tiers than at high tiers, isn't it? I like it. I like taking it out. Like, everybody knows the Perth, right? Everybody knows about that ship. Everybody knows about the new Brisbane, but everybody seems to have forgot about the OG. The OG. The Vampire. Like, the Vampire is really fun. It's a great gunboat. Like, look at that. We had a Wakeful on our team as well that did really good. 4 kills. But we had, yeah, we did really good in a tier 2 destroyer and a tier 3 lobby. Look at that. 1.3k base XP, basically 1.4k base, 2 kills. And we did a majority of our damage with just our guns. 170 main battery hits, and 177 to be exact. And around 70k with just our guns. Those torpedoes at the end there, we only did, what, like maybe a few thousand? So, like, most of our damage, 90% of it was with our guns. 95% of our damage was just with our little guns, man. So, yeah, Vampire, really fun. A lot of people forgot about this ship. I don't think you can get it anymore. I think it was only available, like, you know, a while back. But, yeah, really fun tier 2. Like, nobody talks about it. Everybody's like, oh, yeah, Australian ships, Commonwealth ships. The only Commonwealth ships out there is the Perth. No, you guys are missing out. Like, Vampire, baby. Vampire was actually a real ship too. Really freaking fun destroyer down at tier 2. I like it. Really fun. But yeah, I'm gonna go over my build real quick on it, just so in case you guys are wondering. So if we take a look at the artillery, we've got only 100mm guns. They're 102mm guns. These are basically, what, 3.9-inch guns? They're like 4-inch guns. They're really small guns. But don't let that fool you. They're actually really good, as you guys saw in the gameplay. Alright? Yeah, they're really fun, really good. Decent little fire chance, too. 7% on 100mm guns? That's something. Survivability, really low, but, you know, it's tier 2. The torpedoes, they're actually pretty good if you can manage to land them. They're pretty slow, they got low range, but if you can actually manage to land them, they're not horrible. As you guys saw in the gameplay, we were talking about how we were just missing all those torpedoes. We were basically just sending them out there to send them out there. But, yeah, the AA defense, not that good. The maneuverability, pretty good actually, it's not horrible. And the concealment, obviously, pretty damn good. It's tier 2. Now for the commander, I'm running Leonard W. Murray. We've got Raizo Tanaka and Eric Bay as inspirations. We've got this skill right here, which increases our maximum HP, plus 3.2%. And we've got maximum movement speed, plus 1.2%. We've got Burn It Down XXL. This increases our fire chance, plus 2%. So that does really help out. In case you guys aren't aware, Leonard Murray is the he's like the base commander for the Commonwealth line. So he's actually really good to run on this little destroyer here, because not only does he get you an ability to increase your fire chance, but you got obviously some concealment perks here. You got Velocious, Reaching Out XXL, fully packed. He's pretty fun. Fun ship, man. So yeah, nonetheless, I hope you all did enjoy today's video. That is a little look at His Majesty's Australian ship, Vampire. This was actually a real ship. She served in World War I and in World War II. She does have some pretty significant history there. Not a lot of people talk about it, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a little video on it. Just take it out for a spin. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, become a member today, leave a comment of, you know, on today's video. Tell me what you guys thought. And nonetheless, happy holidays, everybody. Lots of videos this week for y'all. Just my little gift to you guys and gals out there for the holidays. So you guys are going to be getting a bunch of content to catch up on. But nonetheless, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out. Stay healthy, as always.